Well, listen to those birds, you tubulous. Early morning here, friggin' spring is on the way, and I couldn't be any happier. Been doing a shit ton of work, guys. As you can see by the remnants of what was, we got the Crescendo amps all installed, and I actually have a video on my main channel. Stuff has been building up and building up. We have like 3 different projects going on simultaneously right now. Got wire and freaking all kinds of stuff just laying around. Gonna be carpeting this for my sister's Honda, and gonna be squeezing that right into the back so it doesn't take up all the trunk. But besides that, guys, we got a huge install going with the work truck. The F-150 is gonna get a complete new system. We're gonna be doing a blow-through with 4 NVX VCWs. I figured since we already had 2 of them for my sister's car, just get 2 more and call it good. Friggin' port right through the cabin. We've been doing all kinds of design work and preparations for it, so make sure you guys stay on the lookout. Now, in my other video, I already said that I grounded all my batteries again with the Sky High car audio. Looking pretty good. I got the zip ties up on there. I'm actually going to be doing the green on the grounds for the amps as well. So we'll have green coming out this way. We'll do some more power wire going up to the alternators. 2 runs per alternator. I removed my ports also, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. Gained some SPL and made some different ports as well. Really need to call Toolmaker and get some adapters for these things. Just I don't like the way it looks, and I want to be able to get as much copper into those terminals as possible instead of having to shave off a little bit around the edges and then try to plumb it through that way. Like I said, I did remove the port. I'll open the other part in just a little bit, but I made some other ones. Here's the smaller one. It's a little less than half the length of the original port, but I took the original ports, I did some roundovers on it and threw some resin on it before it was actually just square. But what I did notice is that it brought the tuning up almost 10 frequencies. I was peaking at about 31 to 32, but now it's peaking at 42 to 43. So it doesn't play as low without the port in, but it's still, it's louder. It did a 59.08 or 09 right here on the SSA meter. These things are fucking awesome. I wouldn't have it any other way. This thing's been really doing me well for testing. So as you can see, there's no port at all. You can just see, you can see where the brackets, you know, tie up to the other port. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the longer port back in. You know, I'm almost to that 60, that 160 mark, but I figured when I get my 2 more amplifiers, I'll go ahead and take that port back out, chuck it back in, and I think I'll be at the marker. I don't like the way it sounds right now, tuned to around 43 hertz. I really like to play songs to get down like 23, 24 hertz. And one more thing I'm going to be changing is the wires here. I'm going to be making this a heck of a lot neater, and when we get our 6th amplifier, excuse me, the 5th and 6th amplifier, we won't need to do this. So we'll be at 0.7, and I'll put the other amps over there, and it'll look a lot neater back here. The tweeters are now all brand new. The diaphragms are installed, and they sound absolutely incredible. I have a little test video on my main channel. I just installed this head unit. I had like a little piece of carpet right here to cover that. And you may be wondering why my head unit's held in by a friggin' piece of 3/4 inch wood, just to be able to keep this thing nice and tucked in there, because the plastic little adapters here, these things weren't doing shit. And I had to friggin' go in and screw down the dash so it would stay intact when the bass hits, because everything up here just goes hog wild. So the 80 PRS from Explicit Audio, huge thanks to Thomas Fan. He has a great selection on his website, and he actually made us a little coupon code, EXO, get 5% off. So make sure you check out the links in the description. Will be explicitaudio.com, and make sure you guys check that out. Nothing like saving some money. And getting now into the highlight, really, is the mids and highs. Everything is looking fantastic with that. I still gotta, you know, clean up some of the tools, but we have everything all labeled, like I mentioned in the other video. Still need to go around and trim some stuff, but there's the 6s, the RCAs for the 6s, the tweeters, blabbity bloop. This is the Symphony 1100/2, the 2 channel, the 550x2, and then another 1100x2 down there for the 10s. I'm really liking the way this turned out. The only thing I can say right now that is going to change is the coating on this bus bar. I already have a before and after of this bar, and it's crazy how beautiful this thing looked. And then when I put clear coat on it, it did this weird frickin', it just started to do all sorts of weird stuff, but it did look fantastic. So that's what the mids and highs setup is looking like right now. Pretty damn sweet. We're running at 2 ohms per set here, 2 ohms, 2 ohms. And oh, damn straight, guys, I forgot to tell you something. Heck yeah, this is gonna be also pretty damn sweet. I did some changes to the up front. We all remember how crappy it was looking, and it was a temporary job, you know, I had to, you know, fix it. We all knew that. But here's how it came out. I took out the Megatron and added the HPL75 up here from Crescendo. Looking pretty damn sweet. Added some homemade custom cut bus bars there. You know, just something a little simple. And added the anti-corrosive, what is that? The battery terminal stuff. You know, you spray it down on your battery terminals and then it is guaranteed to make sure there's no corrosion buildup. Since right now there is a little bit of mixing metals with these terminals. I think there's some brass terminals mixed in with here. But the length was too short to do another one, so I couldn't pull out any more slack to put a new terminal on here. Right here, all the alternators are grounded directly to the frame, which is the main rail going down to the back, where all the batteries are ran to. I might even add some extra little beef right here when I get the extra amps. Just put a couple extra runs of zero gauge directly to these, because that's what the alternators are being fed through anyways. That's the return path for the voltage. Oh guys, there's really a huge thing that I'm dealing with right here. Huge thing. I'm almost debating on whether I'm going all the way down to Iraggi's place to take this kit off, do a tune-up, oil change, transmission flush, or whatever, radiator flush. I want to take care of my engine, but the thing is, I have to take all this shit off. You know, I don't have an impact, I don't have this, I don't have that, so that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. Travel down to Tennessee, make a whole little journey of it, get her up to tip-top shape for the road and all. Because hell, fucking shows are far, very far to travel. And oh yeah, you guys probably noticed that there's no freaking center console anymore. Totally took that out and gutted it. I've been cleaning up, you know, ever since, and you know, trying to cinch up things. And I'm making way, but I still got more work up here. Obviously, it looks like fucking, somebody said it looks like my dash threw up. Well, it's true. You clean up at the end of every day, and you're like, son of a bitch, you just gotta do it again the next day. I ordered some charcoal carpet for the little inseam right here to kind of cover up this little bullshit area. On my next set of door panels, I'm not going to go over so far with my fabrics. This stuff kind of flaps around, makes some noise, and there's also a lot of noise going right there. You hear that? Say if I play these guys down to like 55 hertz and it starts moving the door, getting the shit flexing a little bit, this thing sounds like a little rabbit that's upset. Listen to this. Hear that? Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just a quick little update video. Just wanted to pretty much talk about all the stuff that's been going on. Been talking with PSI, gonna do a little video for them. Really been loving these parts, guys. Really love these parts. 2012 on those ones. Friggin' back in 2011 on those ones. So these Recones are 4 years old, man. Fucking hell. I still have one little spare piece right here, probably for my BC 3500s that are gonna go right here. When I get paid next, I'm gonna friggin' hit up Crescendo and just, I wanna get this 60 out of the way, guys. It's been a long time coming, and it's just been my all-time goal is to get that 60. Until the next video, guys, just friggin' piecing it together bit by bit. This is EXO. I will talk to you in the next video.